losing 3 wickets for 6 runs in 10 balls. This will haunt India. On a day which began very promisingly, Ravindra Jadeja taking yet another 5-wicket haul and going up in the list, New Zealand restricted to under 250. India were going so well, but what has happened in the course of this 2-3 weeks, it really continues to baffle us. Now, Ravindra Jadeja, who was the lone bright star in this entire day, came for the post-day press conference. At that time, it was a 12-minute long press conference, but there were 3 major highlights of that. The first major highlight was fear. Now there is a sense of fear in the Indian cricket team, because what he mentioned about the fear factor in that is that sometimes when you don't want to anticipate it, it happens and it turns out to be the most horrifying way. It is about coping up with the series loss at home after 12 years. On that, Ravindra Jadeja explicitly mentioned that this was India's ultimate fear. He stated, "I was fearing this. Didn't want to lose a series in India," because he will remember in 2012 he was there when India lost that series against England. What you fear the most comes to you. When you lose a series after a long time, it gets highlighted. When you're 0-2 down, whatever you try doesn't work out. Imagine India had this aura for 12 years, 18 consecutive series, they couldn't be beaten. But now, first day Mumbai, they are coping up with this aftermath. A New Zealand team who had not won a single series in India and who had won only 2 tests prior to 2024 had suddenly doubled their tally. Now they are on the cusp of achieving something no visiting nation has ever achieved for a very long time. 2-0 was the last time India were whitewashed when South Africa came visiting in 1999-2000. But New Zealand have the chance to achieve something even more spectacular in their history. A 3-0 whitewash. 86 for 4. If they were 86 for 1 or 86 for 2, India would have been in the driver's seat and tomorrow would have been sensational. But 10 balls to go in the day, 6 runs, 3 wickets. Yashasvi Jaiswal's reverse sweep that crashed onto the stumps, Mohammad Siraj a blunder of a DRS and woeful batting and woeful decision making. Then Virat Kohli's maniacal run out. Ravindra Jadeja was asked to think, okay, he was in the dressing room, what was it to experience that collapse? He said, it happened so quickly out there, you cannot blame anyone. But from tomorrow, we have to build small partnerships. All the batters will have to contribute. It was like the blink of an eye. It happened so quickly that he just didn't figure out what had happened. But then he was very professional in stating that yes, you can't blame anybody. It's just that it happened. But then sitting on the outside with a detached view, you can say that yes, was Jaiswal's shot needed? You can definitely lambast Mohammad Siraj's decision that yes, why did he take the DRS? It was stone dead. Virat Kohli's run out was a man who was under severe pressure and it was telling. So that is why it happened very, very quickly out there. Now, as far as the pitch and the conditions are concerned, today it was extremely humid in Mumbai. The conditions were such that Virat Kohli, Daryl Mitchell, Will Young, everybody was struggling. How was the pitch? Even Jadeja said it was a nightmare because he mentioned it was really challenging, the humid conditions. At one point, we couldn't even grip the ball properly due to sweat. It was that humid. Wicket was turning. In turning tracks, the follow-up question to that was, why has he not gotten so many wickets in the series? Because Bengaluru, Pune, when you look at it, those were pitches which were ideal for spinners. Pune certainly. But then he mentioned, in turning tracks, you don't get a lot of wickets as it keeps on beating the edges. In Pune, there was far more bounce. Jadeja had gotten into his rhythm in the second innings when he took 3 wickets. But then prior to that, he was really, really struggling. So that is why, looking at this entire situation, Mumbai once again represented the peak of Ravindra Jadeja at this point. But however, last 10 balls let the advantage slip. India let the advantage slip totally. And because of that, now it will be an uphill battle to ensure that they take the lead. Because only if they take a lead of 50-60 runs, will it be possible for India to stay alive in this test match. Otherwise, if they concede a lead, then it is game over. Because the pitch will only get worse from the second day onwards, and day 3 and 4, it will almost be impossible to bat on. Can India stage a fight back at this stage? You can write to us in the comments. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis from the world of sport. Bye-bye.